Hi everybody, Bryant Blakemore here with Taquache Motorsports with another edition of Racetruck Diaries. And today is the second day that I'm doing this, and I'll tell you what we got done today. I just finished up some wiring behind the dash here. I got the radio power wired to the radio switch. I got the GPS power wired to the GPS switch, and I moved the power. It was piggybacking. I moved it to its own switch for these USB high amp USB ports that I have in order to charge an iPad while you're moving. So that was good. Got the dash put back in, hopefully for the last time. Probably not. It'll probably have to come back out. Luckily, it's designed to come out, so it's pretty easy. But it is nice to have that done. What else did we do today? I picked up hardware for the tire rack that's going on the back of the chase truck. A bunch of grade 8 3/8 bolts, 32 of them in fact. I still need to assemble those mounts and get everything all set up so that I can get all that stuff off to powder coat. I'm probably going to try to get that done to where it'll be at powder coat while I'm at work if I can't get it done before then, to get it final installed. We'll see what happens. I also had my radio antenna professionally shortened on the chase truck for the main radio on the chase truck. You're not supposed to coil your antenna cable because it reduces the efficiency of the cable. So if you have extra, you should have it cut down or route it in a way that it doesn't coil against itself. So that's a tip there for chase trucks and race trucks and anything that you're running in aftermarket communications radio, VHF or whatever. Don't coil your cable. I don't have the tools to do coax stuff. I'll probably buy some soon so that I can just do it myself. But I had that shortened here at the local electronic shop. Those guys are pretty good. Big thing for today. I also had a back appointment and my hip is in pretty bad shape. So I'm not moving very well today. So I wasn't as productive as I could have been. But big news for today. We were able to, after I got the mechatronics swapped out, some of you saw the post on Facebook, and I'll post it on Instagram also, of the picture of the pins in the connector for the 8 HP. The old one, the original one, had fewer pins than what was required for this new computer setup. So we got that. So I got that swapped out here on the bench. I got soaked in transmission fluid. You can see it all over my shirt and all that. But got it done, got it put in. Had the guy Mike from Seems Legit Garage remoted in. We loaded a new tune. We went through like a learning process, and I have all forward gears, 8 gears forward, and I have reverse, 1 gear reverse backwards, and it rolled in the direction it was supposed to and seemed like it was shifting and doing everything. He told me take it out and drive it. Unfortunately, the truck's not ready to drive yet. I'm hoping we can test drive tomorrow, but we'll see how that turns out. Let me show you the shifter setup and kind of explain how it works a little bit. So this pad here is not functioning yet, but this will be your normal PRND like you have in an automatic, so that the truck will have automatic mode. And then I want to set it up to where like a double touch or a long touch on the D will put you into manual mode, and then you can use the sequential shifter. Right now, the sequence works as the truck starts off in park or neutral. A long pull back will put it into manual mode and first gear, and then it's just a tap to get it to shift through all the gears, pulling it back towards me, 1 through 8. And then of course 8 through 1, downshifting, pushing away from me. A long hold puts it back into neutral, and then a long hold again will put it into reverse, pushing away from me. And then you can put it back into gear and do whatever you want to do. So I'm super stoked to be able to drive the truck with this. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really cool. And I will have full manual control over the transmission when it is in manual mode. Redundancies. That's why I have this, and they both will operate the transmission, because I wanted to make sure that I had redundant features. I need to work on the analog trans temp gauge, it never read. I need to figure out if I need a different sender, what the deal is. I'm not sure. I got to get that figured out because I don't have a digital gauge for temperature yet. I'm hoping I can figure something out. That may be one of the future upgrades of the truck, is a digital dash. Let's see, what else did we do? That's really about it. A lot of running around town trying to get things done, and then time consuming to do the rest. I need to solder all these together into a single lead, which will go to main power. These are for the amber backlighting for the LP9s. I'll get that done soon. That won't take very long. I got stuff wired in the dash, like I said before, so that was a good project to get done. I still need to do tidying up and all that. What's next? Before I can drive the truck, I need to replace the Hydro Boost. I've got one sitting on the bench over here. I go through one Hydro Boost per event. So I've put like 11 or 12 Hydro Boost in this truck, and it sucks. And I'm tired of doing it, and I hope this is the last one. I've tried reman ones, I've tried brand new ones, I've tried modified ones. This is a brand new Bosch unit, and so I hope that it will be the right one and be the last one that I put in, because that's a pain, and it's leaking all over the floor of the truck and leaking onto the ground and makes a mess, and I hate it. The rear brake lines across the rear axle are trashed from my straps. They crunch them and it breaks them and they leak, so I have to fix that right now too. Well, not right now, but tomorrow I'll be fixing that. All new lines, and then I got cool trick tabs to tie the truck down so that it won't smash the brake lines anymore. More cleaning up, get the seats in. Once everything's done, seats will be the last thing. We're almost there. I have to move the computer for the transmission. I have to move it down. I miscalculated when I drilled the holes and mounted it, and the connector crunches a little bit when you fold my computer drawer back up, or my computer door or whatever. When it folds back up into its storage position, the connector on the top of the transmission computer hits the roll bar. So that's easy. I just got to drill 2 holes, move it down. I'll get that done tomorrow. Brakes, Hydro Boost, some wiring cleanup, and then fastening everything down, getting the seats in, cleaning out the truck, and then testing. And then it's almost race time. I've got a cool, I found a cool tool at Harbor Freight that I use to help me with the transmission fluid. I'm going to show that to you. I'm going to splice the video in when I go down there and show that to you. So that's up next. All right, so we are now underneath the truck, kind of. And this is what I wanted to show you. This is an electric pump from Harbor Freight, and it has this long solid end that goes into whatever you're trying to pump. I'm using it to pump transmission fluid. I got this bigger container that it'll fit in, and it will pump 6 quarts a minute, it says, and that is awesome. And it works for gasoline, it works for diesel, it works for hydraulic fluid, all that stuff. So I've saved my arm, because usually I just use a single hand pump because there's not enough room to dump a quart container in underneath the truck where it needs to go. So I bought this today, and it worked great. It's like 12 bucks. Go get one. It'll save you big time. So I'm really excited to have that. Other than that, we're coming together. I got to do some wiring back here, wiring cargo lights up here and around the truck. So I have rock lights for lighting for repairs and all that. I need to get my dust light wired in. We're almost there. So appreciate y'all following along. Remember, the charity pledge drive is still active. Tora.com/charity. I'll put a link. Please go and contribute to that. All the money from that, 100% of the money from that, goes directly to the Burkhart Center, and it goes to their transition academy and helps pay those kids for really what is oftentimes their very first paycheck, and that's because of y'all. We're about halfway to where we were last year. So I want to beat what we did last year. So let's get some donations in. I think it'll be really good for everybody, and I appreciate all of y'all that have already contributed. Yeah, that's all I got for now. Tomorrow is Friday, and we'll get some more done on the truck. It's almost to the point where I can drive it. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to the SRT 10 brakes on the front or not. We'll just have to play that by ear. That's not a super critical thing, so it's low on the priority list. But yeah, thanks for following along. Get out there and make some dust. We'll see you in Vegas, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for another Racetruck Diaries update.